Now your certified most accurate four-zone weather with Chief Meteorologist Chris Suchan.
Rolling Oaks Mall is going to be packed tomorrow.
Yes, it is. I know. I was like, what am I doing tomorrow? Do I need to head over there?
Wow, that's big
It's
time.
a good deal.
Yeah, so you give the gift of life, donate, and then you get, taking a friend or a loved one or, maybe your son or daughter to the game.
And hopefully we see a win.
Yeah, well, I think we will. Yeah. All right, hey, listen, let's get you outside. Raul Rodriguez Law weather cam view here. Just enough light there where I could show you some of the clouds that we have in our four zones. This, of course, is our Raul Rodriguez Law weather cam network, and we have a camera in each of our four zones, and really a pretty sky out there in our western zone, up into the hill country. There's Kerrville looking good, 64 degrees. And here you see the top-down view, just sort of a cloud storm of mid-level clouds across Texas. No rain-producing clouds near us. And if you have a good eye, you can see here, sort of this back edge. That's the clearing line, and that's going to be moving across tonight. And so that opens the door to Friday. And a lot of hot sunshine. Good gracious. Here you have the temperatures now, 60s and 70s. Delightful evening if you're out. Tomorrow, we're talking about record territory here with a high temperature. I believe it's going to hit 86. I think we just touched 86. That's the record set back in 2006 in San Antonio. So you see, you might have a jacket in the morning, and then we're going short sleeves for the afternoon. Here's the setup for this here as we take you into the forecast maps. We have, first of all, we're in the warm sector of this very weak area of low pressure. This is what we call a prefrontal trough out ahead of this cold front, and that can actually enhance the warming. Plus we get a west-northwest wind flowing down through the hill country. That's a little bit of a downslope wind. So that's going to squeeze out a couple more degrees on that temperature. Then that front will come through. I'll call that our next weather maker. This is a very weak front. You're not really going to see much more than a wind shift, a little bit of cooling Saturday. I mean, this weekend's going to be great. If you got a grill out planned, cycling, motorcycle cruise, oh, you're going to love it. Let's talk about those forecast temperatures. I'll take you into Saturday. We start with a little bit of a chill in the air in the morning, a little cool, but not bad. There's the afternoon. Again, 86, 87, 88. I think someone in here might hit 90. And then as we go into Saturday, you can see the afternoon. It's still warm, but it's mid-upper 70s. Instead of the mid-upper 80s. And then it's even a little cooler on Sunday. And by the way, I do want to point out, Mountain Cedar, it is heavy today, count over 1,000. I would suspect it's going to remain heavy tomorrow. It may get a bump from the breezes that we see, flowing through the hill country and shaking those ash junipers and give us a little bit of a spike on Saturday that a very heavy category. I think it's still heavy on Sunday too. So here you see the breezes. They'll be hitting 20, 25 miles an hour tomorrow with those gusts. Might even get one or two that's 25 to 30. So a little breezy. And with dry air, the temperature in the 80s, we also have moderate to high fire danger tomorrow in our area. And then the next weather maker down the road, well, it could be late next week towards the following weekend. This front here, that's not Arctic air, but it's colder air. That's more like 50s and 60s for us here as we go into that following weekend. And most importantly, too, there also might be a little bit of a rain chance as that front moves by. So I'll show you the 10-day temperature trend here with this in mind. You can see, again, warm weather. And then there you go. Next Saturday and Sunday, it could be the 60s to maybe upper 50s to around 60. So incidentally, I do want to point out, I think then down around about the 17th and 18th, we'd have to watch maybe for some Arctic cold coming into the country. So that's way down the road. There's our 7-day forecast, tying the record high on Friday. We might get a couple of showers late next week, especially Wednesday night to Thursday morning. But it's a low-end chance. Western zone near 90 tomorrow, upper 80s. A little bit of cooling over the weekend. The hill country, 80s to the 70s, upper 60s to near 70 on Sunday. And here's our eastern zone extended forecast with a beautiful weekend. Now here's Zach in for Don.